measuring tape with me, thankfully. And I did measure that measuring tape with, I did use the measuring tape to measure the fence. Unfortunately, it is 6.5 feet tall, so a little bit too tall, you know. And if we start slacking off on regulations and whatnot, then it's really just the foundation crumbles. We have to be firm in our beliefs, can't waver, right? Yeah. So just, you know, in the process of getting that fence made, just make sure you tell the construction people that they need to knock off half an inch. Okay. Okay. You look beautiful though. Stunning. Hello everyone. If we could come in an orderly fashion and just get seated. We have quite a few things to talk about today. And I do need to get back to my run. I took a break from my run for this. So yeah. If we could just come in orderly though. Don't rush. Come in real nice and orderly. Y'all know how I like order. Yeah. Good to see you, sweetie. Yes. Jesse, you look stunning. You look gorgeous. Listen, I know that you and that husband of yours have been having a little bit of problems lately, right? Am I right? Okay, I'm so sorry to hear that. That's no problem. I get it. We all go through things. My issue is that the other night, you and your husband were hooting and hollering when y'all were having that argument, and you damn near woke up half the neighborhood. I'm very understanding. I know couples go through things. But if you could just work on keeping it down when y'all fight, I really would appreciate it. Yeah, we did get a couple of complaints about you too. So, you know, again, I understand that couples go through things, but just, you know, keep in mind that y'all are not the only ones that live in this neighborhood, okay? Alright, sweetie. Are you pregnant again? Are you guys having another kid to bring the marriage back together? No? Oh, well, you look great. You've got a pregnancy glow. Yeah, of course. You're welcome. Is everyone settled? Okay, perfect. Well, let's just get into it then, alright. If everyone can just open up their notebooks. There should be a notebook in front of every single table. Every single chair at the table. If everyone can just open up their little notebooks. Yes, these are going to be new. be shy. Don't be shy. No, really, don't be shy. Stand. It's so good to see you. If everybody can open up their books, we're gonna have these two members of the HOA introduce yourselves, and then everybody write down, get to know the people. If you could just say your name, like a description of your house, so we just know exactly where you are. You could say anything about you, if you're married, have kids, just tell us a little bit about yourself, okay? All right. You can go first. Yeah, go ahead and stand. Yeah. Darlene, okay. Darlene. Everyone say hi, Darlene. Hi, Darlene. Yeah. Say hi, Darlene. Right. Okay. Darlene, sweetie, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself, okay? 2 kids. Oh, cute. How old are your kids? Oh, they're young. Ooh, that must be a little stressful for you. Okay, alright. Well, Darlene, are your kids the kind of kids that know how to clean up after themselves? Or are they the kind of kids that like to make a mess? Are they the kind of kids that are very nice and quiet and clean? Or are they the kids that are noisy and like to run amok in the neighborhood? What kind of kids do we have, Darlene? Okay, oh, they're well behaved. Okay. Well, you don't seem too sure, Darlene. I'm gonna write to unsure. Darlene, unsure. Okay, well, continue. You're married. Congratulations. Okay. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, will your husband be joining us at these meetings? Probably not. Okay, her husband too good to come to our little HOA meetings, Darlene. Okay. Husband too good. Alright. Anything else you want to add, Darlene? Perfect. Alright, can everybody say one more time, welcome to the neighborhood, Darlene? Yes, that's so exciting. Welcome to the neighborhood. You are gonna love it here, okay? Alright, you can have a seat. Alright, now you go, sweetie. What was your name? Malcolm. Okay. Can everybody say hello, Malcolm? Beautiful. Alright, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself, Malcolm. Oh, a lawyer. Okay, big fancy job, Malcolm. Okay, you like to ride bikes? Oh, perfect. Yeah, we have a beautiful bike lane throughout this neighborhood. So if you are wanting to ride your bike throughout the neighborhood, you're more than welcome. Just make sure that you use the bike lane, Malcolm. That is a very big rule here. Bike lane only. I should not see any bikes on the sidewalks. Sandy. Okay, I have to make sure that you're listening, sweetie. Alright. Okay. You're single. Okay. Alright. Well, don't worry. You'll find love. I believe in you. Alright. Hey, if anyone here is single, Malcolm is an eligible bachelor. Okay, so you're not going to be staying in the neighborhood, or okay, so you're going to be staying in the neighborhood for a little bit until you do the renovations for your house, and then you're going to be renting out your house. You're going to be leasing it to some tenants. Okay, this neighborhood, or everything is gonna get messy. And y'all know I hate a mess. Alright. Okay, first and foremost, the first thing that I want to talk about is the renovations. The renovations slash like house alterations, anything that we're doing to our property. We have very strict renovation measurement guidelines. Actually, Cindy, can you go ahead and stand up for me, please? Thank you, Cindy. Everybody knows Cindy, right? Cindy, sweetie, I said stand. Thank you. Everybody knows Cindy, right? Yes, we know, we love Cindy. She's great. Cindy here is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Cindy is building the most beautiful, amazing, scrumptious fence I have ever seen. It's gorgeous, wide, very classic fence. Stunning. Cindy, absolutely gorgeous. My problem with Cindy's fence is it's 6.5 inches or 6.5 feet tall. 6.5 feet tall. Now, can anyone here tell me why that's a problem? Actually, Cindy, sweetie, why don't you tell me why that's a problem? Since we just talked about it, I want to make sure that you're retaining that information. Can you tell me why that's a problem, sweetie? Exactly. Because if all of you were to check your HOA agreement guidelines on the measurements for renovations, all fences are supposed to be no taller than 6 feet. And Cindy's fence is how tall? Anyone? Malcolm? 6.5, exactly, sweetie. Which means that her fence is half a foot too tall. Half a foot too tall. Yeah, or about half a foot too tall. So, she's gonna have to go back and get her construction people to knock that fence down a peg. And that is super inconvenient for her, but also for me, because now I have to monitor her because she doesn't know how to read properly. Right, Cindy? Right. So, we have to make sure that we are checking our measurements before we start doing renovating projects. Malcolm, I hope you're listening because I heard you say that you're renovating, alright? So I'm going to have all of you open our cute new little booklets. Yeah, open our cute new little booklets. And we're going to go ahead and write down, check HOA agreement for specific renovation measurement guidelines. Okay, check HOA agreement for specific renovations measurement guidelines. All right, making sure, because I have had to tell y'all one too many times that something is, a fence is too close to your neighbor's property, or a fence is too tall, or y'all are messing with the infrastructure of the house, and that's just not acceptable. Everything that y'all ever need is going to be in that agreement, and if you aren't sure, you can always come to me and ask, because I do know that agreement like the back of my hand. All right, thank you. And again, there are going to be fines for these things. Obviously, every HOA infringement is a finable offense, and every infringement does have its own fine. So just ask Cindy. She knows. She just got an invoice for one herself. Right, Cindy? Right, you can sit down, sweetie. And so, for any infringement on the measurement guidelines, that's going to be a $250 fine. I think y'all need to write that down, because that is motivation to get right. Alright? Because obviously y'all don't want to pay that fine. Am I right? Exactly. So we need to make sure that we are aware of what that fine is going to look like if we don't do what we're supposed to do. So go ahead and write that down. $250 fine. Cindy? Perfect. Okay, moving on to the next one that I wanted to talk about. Now this one, I'm a little bit disappointed that I'm talking about this again this week, seeing as I talked about this last week. If y'all were here last week, then y'all know what I'm talking about, alright? We talked about this last week. We are still having problems with the trash. I know it's so annoying to have to talk about this every single week. Imagine how I feel. Okay. We are having people put their trash out early, and we are also having people put their trash out late, which is equally a problem. Now people are putting their trash out at 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 2 o'clock. The trash is supposed to go out no earlier than 6:30 because the trash people come out at 7, which leaves only a 30-minute window of your trash sitting on the side of the road, which is exactly what we want, because I'm sorry, the trash is ugly. I don't want to see a bunch of houses with some ugly, dirty trash can sitting at their driveway. That is not up to code. That is not up to standard for the standard that we have set for this neighborhood. Okay. And then I'm also seeing people put their trashes out late. And again, the trash gets picked up by our beautiful trash people at 7, which means that they are missing the trash. Some of you are missing the trash, people, and then your trash is sitting out all night. And that is also a problem. Can somebody tell me why that's also a problem, Cindy? Thank you. Raccoons. We're having a bit of a raccoon problem in this neighborhood because y'all cannot figure out when to put y'all trashes out on a timely manner. If y'all miss the trash, people, the trash sits out all night, and then raccoons come in and they're tipping over trash cans, and next thing I know, I wake up in the next morning and trash is all over the place, and I gotta call the company that comes out to clean everything up, and everything just looks a mess. It's really unacceptable. I feel like I talk about this every meeting, and yet still there's still trash sitting out all the time. It's crazy how that works. Yeah. So again, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna write down trash put out no earlier than 6:30, and then add under that trash pickup starts at 7, and then next to that you're gonna write that is a $200 fine. Yes, $200 fine. I am looking into getting that bumped up like $50 to $100 since it's such a recurring problem. I talk about this every week and I still have this problem. So because y'all are not listening, we're gonna bump up the fine, and then maybe then y'all will start to get it. Alright. And then for anyone who is leasing out their property, make sure that you're relaying these messages to your tenants, or that fine is gonna still come your way. You're gonna still be responsible for that fine. So just make sure that the message is clear. Okay. Alright. Does anyone have any other questions or comments, concerns? No? Nothing? Okay, perfect. Well, if that is all, then you are all dismissed. Sandy, no questions? Okay. Well, you're all dismissed. Oh, except for you two, Darlene and Malcolm. I want to make sure that I add you to the HOA group chat. That's where you get like updates on things I'm seeing around the neighborhood between meetings, and you'll also learn about little events that we're doing in the neighborhood. And then I also want to make sure that you have the updated HOA agreement as well. So you two sit down. I'm not done with you yet. Sit down.